Please join me in welcoming our good buddy Matt Lee. He joins us once again, and we're talking roofs and specifically shingles. And it's that time of year where, hopefully no more snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Having to settle.
And that's the thing. So the snow has come off the roof. We're now looking at what our Canadian climate has done to our shingles. I mean, we know that they're going to wear out over time, and we just want to go up. And if you have a two-story and you can stand back and maybe take a set of binoculars and see if they've kind of spaced and curled, or if we had some wind this year in the middle of the winter, so you want to make sure there's nothing missing because you don't want a leak to happen.
Oh yeah, and then that's going to be a whole other set of problems. Yeah, and we are going to be dealing with some wind today, and one of the advisories from Environment Canada, not just power lines and branches, but possibility of shingles as well.
Yeah, so I think that it's one of these things you just have to watch. If you see anything on the ground after the snow has melted, pick it up, and if it's your color of shingle that's on your roof, then maybe have somebody go up and take a look, and if not, then maybe let your neighbor know, because we do see, like when you're walking down the sidewalk or in the backyard of people's homes, you will see a shingle here and there because of the wind, and they do get brittle in the middle of the winter, and if they're done properly and they're at an age, there shouldn't be any issue, but sometimes we've even seen brand new stuff happen, so that's where it's come off.
Well, talk us through some of the pictures here that we're about to see.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
We're talking about shingles here.
So these are a new style of shingle, and they're the architectural shingle. They should last 35 to 40 years is what their lifespan is. Now, in saying that, I think that this test is done in Phoenix, Arizona. This is not something that is here. I think, so this is a what they call a 3-tab shingle. This is what you saw for years. And they were a 25-year shingle, is what the brand said. Again, I think it was done in a warmer climate. This is what a 3-tab shingle looks like when it's completely at the end of its age life. It has shrunk. You can see the darker line down below, because the darker line is where the sun has never hit that before, and it shrinks in, and they've spaced, and they become brittle. They almost look like a cedar shake, and they will just tear apart, and that's something that you want to have done immediately, I would say. Talking about the age life, if you talk to any roofer, the 3-tab shingle was a 25-year shingle. It would last 16, 17 years maximum.
Because of our climate.
Just because of our climate, and yeah, I would think that would be the main indication. What we've seen in the past, where if somebody lays 2 layers of shingles over top of each other.
So they're not going to take off the old ones.
No.
They're going to just put new ones on top of the old ones, and that's a recipe for disaster.
Right, it is. So basically, that will cut that life to 8 or 9 years out of a 20-year shingle. So you'll cut the life in half again.
That's just being lazy then.
It's being lazy. It could be, you're kind of being a little bit cheap at doing it, whether it's the roofer or the owner. You want to make sure you don't do that, because the thing is that if you actually looked at it from a year-to-year basis, it's going to cost you more in the end. So you want to make sure that you get that off, because you don't want that heat to stay between those 2 layers, and it just wrecks it. And anybody that has ever thought about doing this at this point, don't. You just want to move on. You want to get that shingles off. You want to. The tipping fees are going to be $500. This will cost you a new roof, which could range anywhere from $4,000 to $20,000.
Great advice.
So you want to get rid of that.
Yeah, save those headaches from the future.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
some other pictures to show you here, and talk us through what we're looking at here.
So this is the reason that you have constant flow through your attic. You want the attic itself to be the same temperature inside the attic as it is outside. And the reason being is so that it keeps the lifespan of the shingle. So if you have a double layer of shingles, you can't have that constant cool flow going through there. So you want to make sure that that's taken care of. Tar paper allows it, just kind of gives it a bit of a seal between the plywood and the shingle, and this is kind of the steps that they do. And you want to make sure that it is, and as you can see, they've pulled all the shingles off, they've laid their tar paper again, and now they're relaying the shingles, and you want to have it done that way.
So new tar paper as well.
Yeah, so this is the new technology. So this is the new Tesla shingle, and what they're saying, this is really cool. I think basically it's going to cost, they believe, 20 to 30% more than steel roof. But these are actually generating energy. So these are like a solar-powered shingle. And once
It
he's
seems
going,
so simple. What a great concept. I'm
know.
surprised it hasn't been done before.
it's basically, well, we've just come to now it's the technology and the Tesla box where it goes into, and this is. This could either feed back into the system and you're going to get a lower utility bill. They're working on a manufacturing plant now. It's going to be really something, a wave of the future is what I call it. And I think we just want to know how long they last. If something breaks or cracks and it doesn't work, you can pull one out and put a new one back in. It's
You're not worrying about the whole roof. You're just worrying about one specific panel.
yeah, but the big thing is like your roof that is sitting up there is going to generate you income of some sort, and it's going to cost you more in the beginning, but in the end it's going to basically pay for itself, which is going to be great.
Very quickly, any timeline as to when these will start being rolled out?
I don't know. I mean, I think that it's something that they're working on, and I'm sure there's going to be a big announcement from Tesla at some point.
Yep, they do things big.
Yeah.
We thank you so much, Matt Lee.
Real Estate Tips, brought to you by Matt Lee of Royal LePage.